What small pleasure is the one thing keeping you from losing your mind? Video games. Sometimes I wonder whatever I would do if there was no video games. Watch reality TV and witness your own brain rip out of your ear holes. Music. Blasting it and feeling it in my veins. Sleep. My husband keeps telling me that I sleep as much as a wiener dog. Truth is, being unemployed a fucking game makes my day so long and useless. I can't wait to go back to work again. I eat a small bowl of unhealthy cereal, think Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles, every night before bed. Food. I'm fat. Nature walks. My car. Driving is hella fun. Naruto. Seeing art on Twitter. I'm active a lot on there, and seeing people showcase their passion, doing what they love, and creating some of the most amazing stuff on there. It helps me escape sometimes. Hell, I started a podcast just to talk to the people and let them showcase their passion for it. Reading. It doesn't matter if it's fiction or non-fiction. Actually getting a good night's sleep. I'm 52 and it is all over the place. If I get 6 hours, very happy. The joys of middle age. Right? I'm 48, I can't sleep more than 4 hours at a time. Doesn't matter how tired I am. I wake up after 4. The pain is real. That's very gentle and nice way to ask about addictions. Listen to music and going on walks. My plushie. Without it I would hang myself like an ornament. A relaxing bubble bath. Add some Epsom salts and a few drops of essential oil and then just soak. Making really bad puns/jokes. Gotta keep the smiles going after all. Taking time to write. Working on my second novel, but also work on short stories and erotica. Gotta write something. If I stop writing for more than 3 days my brain goes full Walter Mitty and I start dreaming myself into other people's stories, and movies, and TV shows, to a possibly unhealthy level. I love collecting Lego, and am very excited to get some of the new Star Wars, Marvel, and Super Mario ones releasing in January. Singing to myself. I don't have a good voice lol. Contact with my brothers. Baking in the kitchen. Anime, music, and video games. Pretty much the only things keeping me going. 3 more years, and I'm out of this shithole. Physical fitness. I have an exercise bike I bought 5 years ago and use it daily. It was super cheap, and it is invaluable and still works like a champ. I also enjoy physical fitness outside, jogging, walking. It's free and I never regret it afterwards. Sleep/daydreams. I would go insane if I had to live without both, especially when I have to quarantine and not have physical contact with anyone. Long hot showers. Cleanse. Burning truck tires while playing Wana. Putting chickens in a tree and watching the same chickens eat the tree. Electricity. TV shows. I can get immersed in one and keep going, and when it ends, I move on to the next. Therapy. Not exactly a pleasure, but it is what keeps my shit together. Internet access. Before this past summer, I lived more than 10 years without internet at home. I'd be going nuts without it now. Having a wank when I wake up on days I'm working stops me losing my mind when I'm at work. Don't know why. It relieves stress, which provides a somewhat more carefree attitude. Dumps loads of dopamine into your system, which gives you quite a high. Additionally, it often kills off competitiveness in people, so that is a whole category of stress removed from you right there. It also provides a sense of temporary but deep comfort in the moment. Ultimately, a great experience. Just don't get addicted to it like I did. Haven't figured out how to quit. Been dealing with it for something like 13 years. Xanax. Hugging my wife. Dreaming. It's the only way to escape sometimes. Porn. It's an addiction now. My online friends and being home alone. My parents drive me crazy. Playing Chopin's poetic pieces on the piano brings much pleasure in expressing what words cannot convey. Dressing up as a giant tardigrade and shrieking at small children. Just not being sober. I guess. At least for a little while longer. My phone. My laptop. My Doge. I have people to take care of, and not in that brooding their safety supersedes my sanity, but rather that I will always prefer to see them functional and happy, and I need to be here to enjoy that. Reddit. I'd say video games, smut, and an active imagination. Best thing I've done lately is write smutty fanfic about Cicero from Skyrim. Not even ashamed, because it's given me a lot of mental release. The Animaniacs reboot. Model trains. I don't care much for trains. Not my thing. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that model trains, and especially the landscape setup a lot people do for them, is freaking wild. It's interesting stuff. Yeah, it's wild what some people do. I've seen mountains that go from floor to ceiling and layouts the size of a home. Coffee. All the coffee. Pets. Just being outdoors. I might be doing anything. Walking, hiking, running, working, but having fresh air over me. It is free and it shakes off the cobwebs. I will go out in any weather. I don't care. The relaxation factor is the same. Drawing at my own pace in general. Toasted bread with homemade cow milk butter plus feta cheese plus hardboiled eggs plus black olives with organic olive oil and thyme plus fresh garden tomatoes and cucumber with organic olive oil and sea salt plus anza honey. Homemade strawberry marmalade plus couple of chestnuts on the side with 2 glasses of traditional Turkish tea in the morning. I would fight and die for this breakfast. Once this is all over, I'm inviting myself to your house for breakfast. Tobacco. Driving and taking care of my Jeep. Television. Not personally, but I enjoy peeking in windows to see what people are watching on my walks around town. I'm my own personal Nielsen ratings service. Breaking pencils and hitting the table. Not kidding. This might sound really dumb, but it's game shows. Jeopardy is my #1 favorite and I record it every night. I watch old episodes of dumb stuff like Supermarket Sweep or Card Sharks. There's this channel called Buzzer that shows that stuff. It's comforting because it all reminds me of when I was a little kid. It's comfort food in the form of TV. Love those. We've been enjoying the revamp of The Weakest Link. Listening to music puts me in my own world. I take hot baths for stress relief. Yesterday I took one before work and one afterward, because work is stretching me out thin like a fishing line and it's the main thing I can lean on. My girlfriend has been struggling, and I've got to be solid and dependable for her. Baths, liquor, and weed will have to carry me through, simultaneously at times. Having a warm bed. Crocheting. Detailed work calms me down, and making things makes me so happy. Manga and anime. My bird, Bajirian. Early morning. Sitting on the porch, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, watching the birds feed from my feeders. Nice hot cup of good tea, and cats. MMM. So I see you understand the finer joys of life. I too have a couple cats and enjoy hot tea in my Japanese tea set. Riff tracks. It's basically the same thing as Mystery Science Theater 3000 with all the same guys from the last few seasons of that show, except they just do a voiceover, no animations on the screen. But they're a little more accessible, because a lot of their jokes are more modern, and they do riffs for big budget blockbusters. You buy the riff track for a few bucks, and play it along with your movie. You can even download a player that will sync the track up to a Netflix or Amazon version of a movie. Their riff of the first Transformers movie is awesome, and their riff of Cool as Ice might be one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That one's available on Amazon Video for rent. And if you look around online, there's a live version they did at a comedy festival where Kristen Schaal joins them on stage to riff an old 1970s educational short that is absolutely bonkers. Riff tracks. Cinematic Titanic. The film crew and MST3K are all things that make me happy just knowing they exist, and I could spend all day watching these. In fact, tomorrow is Thanksgiving and I probably will spend all day watching these shows. Food, alcohol, nature, diesel, wood burning, etc. What do you want diesel? My family likes to smell diesel as it smells good. They key for the gun box. Weed. It's nice going from an Irish temper to what a dumb thing to be mad about. Removing pimples. Playing Minecraft with my best friends. I ignore things just like any a child ignoring the left pages on a notebook. Ignoring Pepper's my biggest pleasure. Owning my cats and knowing they love me. If I can take care of them, maybe one day I can start taking care of myself. A good poke bowl. A good one though. Playing guitar. I started 6 months ago and it's been such a great stress reliever. Schitt's Creek. Realized at work yesterday that it was the thing I was most looking forward to. Just fold it in. Eating chocolate or anything with a high amount of sugar. Cheese and anime. Burning white sage. It's not a small pleasure. It's actually my only interest. That being pop culture. Give me a movie, a cartoon, a video game, a book, a show. Literally anything that counts as entertainment, and that either is completely ungrounded from reality or a very beautiful work of art, and I'll stay time and time pondering over the beauty of that thing. Even if it's a flop or a box office bomb. Even if I gave it a 4, I'll try and find something good out of it. Considering the harsh reality we live in nowadays, these works of culture are the only bridge I have with society and the best way to learn Aesops and important moral stuff. I would be nothing without pop culture. As for an actual small pleasure, F1 when Ferrari starts winning again. Singing when using the hairdryer. Virtual reality games. I'm still playing games with the same friends I usually do, but in VR it feels way more social and connected than flat screen gaming. My one friend I haven't seen in person for over 2 years, but my brain is like no. We just saw him yesterday in Payday. It's comforting. Cooking. Showering in peace. Taking a shower is my time to clear my mind and let all the bullcrap wash away for the moment. I love just standing there letting the water roll over me and breathing in the warm steam. I don't care how many people hate on me for this. Making TikToks. I mostly do cosplay ones. I'm not the greatest cosplayer in the universe, but I really enjoy dressing up as different characters. Some original characters of my creation. Some from established fiction, legend urbans if they are male in the show or movie, and one from Greek mythology. It's not only kept me sane during quarantine, but I've actually been losing, not gaining, weight. I've lost around 11 pounds, which doesn't sound like much, but I went from 283 to 272 so far. And I think it's because instead of eating when I'm bored, I'm dressing up as Red Death from the Edgar Allan Poe story and making videos. Doll repaint videos on YouTube. It's something I accidentally fell into a few years ago and now I really enjoy it. Long bike rides, and my 3 kitties. But since it's getting cold, short bike rides, and my 3 kitties. The fact that the Poles insisted a Iranian bear named Wojtek into the Polish army in exile in WW2, and he helped the men with crates of artillery shells. Playing the guitar. I've had it for 5 months and I've learned many songs in little time. I'm just glad it makes me feel like I'm good at something. My parents love me. Nature. It just makes me feel alive again. Playing my bee-bud guitar! Exclamation mark. Food! Exclamation mark. High quality food and a variety. A cup of tea in the evening. My dog. I would love to bury my fist into the face of 75% of the people I encounter daily, but the thought of her being alone while in locked up holds me back. Richard and Sal prank calls on the Howard Stern show. Music. It is the best escape of reality I have and makes me feel less alone knowing people wrote lyrics describing how I feel. If they know how I feel then I ain't the only one. Video games. Porn and internet friends. Weed. How fluffy my best test boys. Alcohol. Pot. Drawing. Nature. My family and friends. Smoking weed while reading. Or smoking while gaming. I can't allow myself. If I do everyone will know. Time. Knowing that each day is different from the last, and that as time progresses and disappears, so will my struggles and my ability to get/be better. Drawing. Cuming. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.